Your top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts Bringing Value Home. People's Progressive Party CIVIC officially launches a political campaign. Political parties submit list of candidates to GECOM amid pomp and ceremony. Norton sounds alarm on any attempts by the PPPC government to rig the 2025 elections. Says there will be consequences. And the stringent management of oil and gas sector. Investment will go towards human resource development. Norton, HGP, Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm ALETHEA Grant with the Monday 14th July 2025 edition of the HGP Nightly News. This is what you should know this evening. The People's Progressive Party CIVIC on Sunday officially launched its 2025 re-election campaign. The Kitty Market Square was a sea of red, bringing together thousands of their supporters from all across Guyana. The governing People's Progressive Party CIVIC officially launched its 2025 re-election bid on Sunday. Presidential candidate Irfan Ali told the thousands of supporters who descended on the tiny Alexander Street in Kitty that the gathering is but a rehearsal for what is yet to come.
The PPPC is unstoppable. The march to victory on the 1st of September starts right here, right now, with you, all of you.
President Ali also warned supporters not to be complacent and noted that the party's re-election heavily depends on the turnout on election day.
You did not just show up. You showed the whole country today that Kitty is ready, Guyana is ready to deliver the biggest victory ever for the People's Progressive Party CIVIC.
Also delivering remarks were the party's General Secretary Barrett Jagdeo, Prime Ministerial candidate Brigadier Mark Phillips, and APNU defectors, among others. Jagdeo told party supporters that the PPPC will remain the party of choice and will remain resolute no matter the odds stacked against it. Without mentioning names, Jagdeo, in his usual campaign style, took a swipe at presidential hopeful Azzuddin Mohammed, who has clearly been strategic in his political pursuits. According to pundits, Mohammed has made significant inroads in the PPPC's stronghold, which is not sitting well with the party's top brass. Jagdeo took to the campaign stage and orchestrated a coordinated attack on the businessman.
They don't want to go there because that has no future for their children. This guy is just trying to save his ass from jail.
Among other meaningful plans highlighted for continuity under the incumbent regime were food security, more infrastructure, and bigger cash grants. Meanwhile, hours later, party leaders and supporters returned, this time to the Umaniyano, where they submitted their list of candidates to the Guyana Elections Commission. The PPPC's General Secretary spoke to the caliber of candidates on his party's list.
When you examine all the parties contesting the elections, you can find clear differentiation between those parties in terms of outlook, plans for the future, and performance, and track record.
Antonio Day tells us that according to Aubrey Norton, the presidential candidate for a Partnership for National Unity, more than 60% of his list of nominees are youths aged 40 and under, following a submission to the Guyana Elections Commission on nomination day.
Well, it depends on how you define young. If you're talking 40 and under, it is going to be more than 60% of the list.
That was the leader of the Partnership for National Unity, Aubrey Norton, during a sideline interview on Monday at the Umaniyano, following his submission of the list of nominees to the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM. The APNU presidential candidate noted that his party has a large youth representation and appealing traits to the electorate.
Integrity. I have been in public life since 1972 and was never involved in any illegalities or scandals. So I'm saying to you, the entire list will appeal.
The Partnership for National Unity led a large procession along the Kingston-Georgetown, where party supporters were decked out in their green and were in high spirits. Nightly News spoke with several youth representatives of the party, 23-year-old Rovaldo Burbal and Jasmine Hackett, who are already geared for September 1, 2025.
The plans and the policies that we have for young people, that is what makes this party so great. That is what makes this program, this movement so exciting. It is about the vision of the party. The party is youth-centered. Youths are being pushed to make decisions, to be a part of the decision-making process within the party. And that is why I came to the forefront, because I felt, I felt welcome, and I felt that, I have a part to play.
I feel overjoyed. I'm very much pleased that such a coalition would even want to set policies for young people, knowing that I could benefit from these policies in the future, and my generations to come would benefit from them. I'm ecstatic to be out here, and also I'm grateful that we have powerhouses out here who are influencing young persons.
Hackett and Burbal offer this advice to young people who may be first-time voters and are indecisive.
See who is for you, who is standing up for you. Look out at all of the policies that the different parties are making, and don't just vote for a party because they promise you something. Vote because they promise and you know that they will deliver.
Only one message I have for them. The POMP, vote for the POMP. Put your X where it will be valued. APNU coalition.
Anthony Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
The Alliance for Change on Nomination Day submitted its list of candidates to the Guyan Elections Commission, officially confirming its participation in all 10 administrative regions for the upcoming general and regional elections. More details from Tiana Cole.
Alliance for Change AFC leader Nigel Hughes expressed confidence in his party's readiness and highlighted the diversity and inclusiveness of their candidate list. This is as his party successfully submitted its list of candidates to the Guyan Elections Commission on Nomination Day.
This is perhaps the broadest of the representatives that you can get. 50% of our cabinet, if we are lucky enough to be elected, will be women. Almost 50% of our candidates on the list are female, and they're also ethnically diverse.
Among those listed is former APNU AFC coalition member Jai Paul Sharma, who previously served as junior finance minister under that government. Hughes noted that the party's national executive will decide on its prime ministerial candidate later this week. He hinted that the nominee could likely be a woman, selected from a short list of 4 individuals. He also emphasized that the AFC remains grounded in its principles despite not securing a renewed coalition agreement with the Partnership for National Unity.
I think the AFC has come back to its core principles and its core approach to politics. I've said repeatedly that we believe that even if we are successful in elections, it must involve, the governance of this country must involve the opposition parties.
Hughes further stated that 30% of the party's candidates are youths, underscoring the AFC's commitment to youth inclusion in national leadership. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
More news after the break. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. A drove of supporters for the We Invest in Nationhood were decked out in royal blue on Monday as the party's presidential hopeful Azzuddin Mohammed submitted his list of nominees to the Guyan Elections Commission. Antonio Day has more.
Businessman Azzuddin Mohammed, on Monday after submitting his list of candidates to the Guyan Elections Commission GECOM, was grilled by the media regarding his policies should he be elected to government come September 1, 2025.
I'm the only one looking out for the Guyanese. I'm the only one representing. So that is why the Guyanese, they believe in me and they trust me.
The presidential candidate for the We Invest in Nationhood party said he will be contesting in all 10 administrative regions. Mohammed, who is currently sanctioned by the United States of America for money laundering and other forms of corruption, when asked if citizens can trust him, gave this response.
Areas to invest in the people, to uplift the lives of the people, because every sector in this country is rotten.
Win is yet to release its manifesto, but the businessman said his main focus is on the Guyanese people. There is no word on who the prime ministerial candidate will be for Win. Many young people are throwing their support behind the businessman, who seems to be in intense competition with the People's Progressive Party CIVIC. Nightly News understands that several PPP supporters have now joined forces with Win. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Forward Guyana Movement, a new political party just 21 days old, has officially entered the 2025 elections race. Presidential candidate Amanza Walton Desire on Monday submitted her party's list of candidates to the Guyana Elections Commission GECOM, announcing that the party will contest in 7 of the 10 administrative regions. Tiana Cole reports.
Presidential candidate Amanza Walton Desire revealed that Nigel London of the People's Movement has been selected as the prime ministerial candidate for Forward Guyana. She said the party's ability to field candidates in 7 regions is a testament to the growing hunger among Guyanese for real political alternatives.
We present a credible option to the people of Guyana. We're not about the optics, we're here on business, and we're here on the business of the people of Guyana. And so anyone from any ethnicity, any gender is welcome in our midst.
Walton Desire emphasized that 67% of the candidates on her list are women, and also noted the inclusion of 2 differently abled individuals, highlighting the party's commitment to inclusivity and equal representation. Speaking to the media outside the Yamaniana, Walton Desire stressed that Forward Guyana is least interested in politics for appearance's sake, but is focused on finding individuals who are genuinely passionate about moving Guyana forward.
And that is to build a country where there is inclusivity, there is equity, and where there is a multiplicity of representation in Parliament.
She expressed concern that for the past 60 years, Guyana has repeated the same political practices while expecting different results. Walton Desire made it clear that our party rejects the quote-unquote winner-takes-all political culture.
The winner-takes-all system that we have been subjected to does not work. And we have to change it. And that change starts with making sure that more parties are represented in the national.
Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
The Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity, led by Simona Brooms, has officially joined the race for Guyana's 2025 elections. The party will be contesting in 6 regions with a strong focus on youth inclusion and readiness for governance. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Simona Brooms, leader of the Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity, ALP, on Monday declared her party quote-unquote confident and ready as it prepares to contest in 6 regions for the upcoming general and regional elections scheduled for September 1.
Come through the process, take it from the ground, while persons, the time. We're contesting in 6 regions, regional and geographical. We meet the requirement for the top-up, and that in itself speaks to the confident, because we're not only confident, but we are ready.
Brooms emphasized that while the ALP is contesting in 6 regions, it will not be participating in regions 1, 2, 8, and 9. She attributed this to delays in accessing GECOM's list of requirements, which affected the timeline for gathering the necessary signatures.
You want to be able to compete where you're comfortable, you're confident, and you know that you were able to get it done. So regardless of what, you have that time frame to come. We want to come with our transparency and our integrity. We want to make sure we get it right.
Highlighting the composition of the party's candidate list, the Brooms noted that it features a significant number of young people who are eager to drive meaningful change.
We have a lot of young people on the list, and we come together really for this good change from different constituencies, and from the constituencies that I was out there and working and really see and look at poverty in the face of poverty, and having real people from these communities coming forward to bring that good change.
She further stated that the party has not yet identified a prime ministerial candidate. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
We have more news for you on the other side of the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're with the HGP Nightly News. With the 2022 Population and Housing Census report yet to be made public, the Guyan Elections Commission noted that as of July 18, 2025, there are currently 718,715 registered voters. However, opposition leader Aubrey Norton has sent a strong message to the ruling People's Progressive Party civic government, stating that any attempt to rig the 2025 elections will lead to serious consequences. Antonio Day reports.
Though the 2022 census data has not been publicized by the Ghana Bureau of Statistics, the Ghana Elections Commission GECOM noted that as of July 18, 2025, there are currently 718,715 registered voters. Many civil society members, including the opposition on numerous occasions, call for the release of numerical data, given it is an election year. Aubrey Norton, the presidential candidate for the Partnership for National Unity, when asked by Nightly News on the subject, gives these remarks.
For 5 years, we have contended that the list is padded and that there was need for a clean voters list and biometrics.
The party's presidential candidate contends that the government has resisted proposals by the opposition regarding the use of biometrics to enhance voters' credibility and transparency. He, however, warned the incumbent of any attempt to undermine the democratic process come September 1, 2025.
Yes, we are concerned. We intend to monitor the elections as much as we could, but we also have sent the signal to the PPP that rigging wouldn't be accepted. There are going to be serious consequences for attempting to rig these elections.
To solidify his arguments, Mr. Norton recounted the melee during the 2023 local government elections.
We remember vividly Barra Jagdeo having to apologize for the PPP forging dead people's signature.
The PPP had placed the late Gerald Jacob of Williamstad, number 7 village in West Coast Berbice, as a nominator for a candidate during the June 12, 2023 local government elections. Nightly News, who had covered these elections, established that it was due to public outrage which led to Vice President Barra Jagdeo's offered apology to the daughter of the deceased woman. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Aubrey Norton, the presidential candidate for a Partnership for National Unity, promises to invest revenues from the Natural Resources Fund wisely. This fund, according to Norton, will help generate income from international stock markets from as early as 2027. Here is more.
There is growing expectations for increased oil revenues due to oil and gas production from their floating production and offloading vessels such as Yellowtail. Revenues generated will be invested wisely. This was according to Aubrey Norton, presidential candidate of the Partnership for National Unity, during a media briefing on Friday.
Oil production will more than double over the next 3 years, adding another 4 to 5 billion to government revenues by 2027. Some of these funds will be prudently invested through the Natural Resource Fund to earn income on international stock markets.
The APNU leader noted that there will be stringent management of the petroleum industry, given its loopholes.
There will be more robust auditing of oil operations to eliminate financial leakages and losses and ensure more resources are there for the benefit of the people of Guyana.
Outlining other people-centered development strategies, the aspiring presidential candidate said that there will be at least $200 billion in savings through minimizing PPP waste and corruption.
These savings, which we are calling the good governance dividend, will go to the people as direct cash transfers.
Mr. Norton elaborated that under an APNU-led government, social transfers will be a careful mix of direct cash, subsidies and other benefits. The seasoned politician noted that there will be increased economic growth due to greater local demand and multiplier effects, resulting in even more government tax revenues. He provided more clarity.
There will be hundreds of billions of dollars of increased VAT and other tax revenue due to higher consumption and no increase in existing taxes or the addition of new taxes.
The presidential candidate also clarified that these increases were based only on higher consumption and not on an increase in VAT or other taxes. I am Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
Interested in honoring or paying tribute to a loved one, or just making a loved one feel special? HGP TV offers you all that and more. Air your birthday greetings, death announcements, and wedding anniversaries on HGP TV today. HGP TV offers affordable prices, convenience, and great services. Call us on 220-3660 or email us at sales@hgptv.com.
Good evening and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. A severe shortage of a critical anti-rejection drug for organ transplant patients is triggering what the Kidney Recipient Support Group of Trinidad and Tobago has described as a quote-unquote national health crisis, with some patients now relapsing into renal failure and others forced to purchase the life-saving medication through unauthorized channels. However, Health Minister Dr. Lekram Budu said the situation is expected to be resolved by tomorrow. In a letter dated June 30, addressed to Health Minister Dr. Lekram Budu, the KRSGOTT urged immediate government intervention, warning that the shortfall in tacrolimus is endangering lives and threatening to undo years of progress in transplant care. Tacrolimus is essential to preventing organ rejection in transplant recipients. Without it, the body's immune system attacks the donated organ, leading to potentially irreversible failure. Almost 5,000 people have been killed in Haiti since October 2024, displacing hundreds of thousands as gang violence has escalated, particularly around the capital Port-au-Prince, according to a UN High Commissioner for Human Rights OHCHR report. The surge in violence is deepening Haiti's humanitarian crisis, destabilizing the country and raising concerns of spillover effects in the region. Between October 2024 and June 2025, 4,864 people have been killed in Haiti amid worsening gang violence nationwide. Gangs have increasingly taken control across Haiti, overwhelming local security forces and forcing international aid organizations to scale back operations and forcing tens of thousands of residents from their homes. The UN report warned that escalating violence in Haiti is threatening to destabilize the country, but also other countries in the Caribbean. Since the April 28th general election, which saw the United Nations Congress, UNC, formed a new government, Trinidad and Tobago has recorded 81 murders, raising the total count for 2025 to 208 killings as of Sunday. Though the total is lower than the 307 killings recorded up to the same period in 2024. The continued deadly violence in the country has raised concerns among national security experts and Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander. The minister is asking that citizens be patient, as he has promised that government will address the crime crisis. The 81 deaths figure recorded this year is lower than the figure for the same period between April 28, 2024, when the murder toll was 179, and July 12, 2024, when the toll was 308, which results in 129 homicides. As of April 28, there were 127 killings reported in the country. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
People's Progressive Party CIVIC officially launches political campaign. Political parties submit list of candidates to GECOM amid pomp and ceremony. Norton sounds alarm on any attempts by the People's Progressive Party CIVIC government to rig the 2025 elections, says there will be consequences, and stringent management of oil and gas sector. Investments will go towards human resource development. Norton. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm ALETHEA Grant. Thanks for watching.